Okay, guys, this is just a review of our UPS check. I'm not giving you this because I'm not requiring you to go through each and every step and show me everything. That's not what this is about. It's just a tool to help you think about your problems, and if you're getting stuck on word problems, remember these steps, okay? Um, so the first one is understand, then we're going to plan, then we're going to solve, then we're going to check over our work. Okay, and hopefully this always has been so helpful to you in class. So don't forget to use it because we have a lot more success with word problems when we use this. So let's talk about understand. So I'm going to read the problem carefully. I'm going to circle the numbers, underline the task or question. So what is the problem asking you? So circling and underlining is a little bit harder when you're on the computer, but it is possible. You don't have to do it, but I do want you to be thinking about um, what number set do I have and what am I supposed to be solving for? So Sally went shopping. She spent $86 on groceries and $39 on clothing. How much more did Sally spend on groceries than on clothing? So I can go over here to this shapes pull down, and if you go down, I'm sorry, it's like line pull down. If you go down to the scribble, it will let you draw, and you can kind of just scribble drawings over your, whoops, let's see, I think I have to go back to it. Okay. Um, and scribble draw over that. So I have the numbers 86 and 39. Then to underline, you can just highlight what you want to underline and go here to underline. Okay, so that's an option. There are ways to do things on here, but certainly you can just think about it. You could rewrite the problem for yourself and do it that way, especially if you're frustrated. Take the time to, to understand the problem. So I know I need to know the difference between $86 she spent on groceries and $39 she spent on clothing. The other thing is that I need to plan. So how will I solve? What strategy will you use? Choose an operation, write an equation, so on and so forth. So for this problem, I'm seeing how much more, and I know that I need to find the difference. So I'm going to use subtraction um, as my operation. So there's where I'm planning here. And I'm going to say, well, okay, 86, my equation is 86 minus 39 equals, and yes, they do know how to use, most of them do know how to use a letter to represent their unknown, but you don't have to. You can use, sometimes they write a question mark or a blank spot. Okay. You can also, they could also write, well, 39 plus, again, they don't have to have all, you don't have to have all of these things, but these, sometimes thinking about it a different way is very helpful. Sorry. 39 plus P equals 86. So just, or 39 plus blank equals 86. What can I add to 39 to equal 86? So that's my equation. Okay, and we do talk about equations in class. And sometimes they just use a question mark or a blank space, and that's fine too. Then, sorry, going back to the wrong slide. Um, we're going to go to the solve. Now, one thing that I really want to show here, number one, you don't have to type in all of your work. If you're doing it on paper, I love seeing your work, but it is important to record your answer, and it's important to write a solution statement because sometimes there'll be like a bunch of numbers on the page. I won't know which one you think is the answer, and that's really confusing, and it also makes it harder for you to check your work because you're like, okay, my answer is 10. Well, what does that really mean? Okay, so I'm going to say blank. Let me write a solution statement. So I'm going to take this statement up here and make it into a solution statement. So Sally spent blank more on groceries than clothing. So that way, if I like, let's say I added these two numbers together, thinking, oh, let me just add these two numbers together. When you put that in the solution statement, so Sally spent, let's see, it'd be like, let's see, 86.39, somewhere around $100 more on groceries than clothing. That doesn't really make sense. She can't spend $100 because she didn't even spend $100 to begin with. So she can't spend $100 more. So that's when it comes down to the check. Does it make sense? Can I, you could even use reverse operation to really check your work, and think about that problem before you just move on. Okay, so you have two word problems this week, and I just want you to try to go through that process of at least thinking about UPS check while you do your problems. Okay, have a great week.